Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Deviye Nashtavrayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, chapter 15. The transcendental madness of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text number 25 onwards. So Mahaprabhu is showing his ecstatic symptoms and transcendental madness in separation from Krishna. Ei mata Gaura Prabhu pratidine dine vilap karen sarup Ramananda sane. Thus absorbed in transcendental pain, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lamented day after day in the company of Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai. Sei doi jan prabhu re kare ashvasan, Swarup gaye rai kare shloka pathan. To enhance the ecstatic mood of the Lord, Swarup Damodar Goswami would sing appropriate songs and Ramanand Rai would recite suitable verses. In this way, they were able to pacify. Karnamrit Vidyapati Shri Gita Govinda Ihar Shloka Gita Prabhur Karaye Ananda. The Lord especially liked to hear Balimangal Thakur's Krishna Karnamrit, the poetry of Vidyapati, and Shri Gita Govinda by Jaydev Goswami. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt great pleasure in his heart when his associates chanted verses and sang songs from these books. एक दिन महाप्रभु समुद्र तीर जाइते पुष्पेर उद्यान तथा देखे न चंबीते. One day while going to the beach by the sea, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suddenly saw a flower garden. Vrindavan bhrame taha pashiladha dhaya prema veshe bhule taha Krishna anveshiya. Lord Chaitanya mistook that garden for Vrindavan and very quickly entered it. Absorbed in ecstatic love of Krishna, he wandered throughout the garden searching for him. Rasi Radha Laya Krishna Antardhana Kahila Pache Sakhi Gana Yaiche Chahi Bedaila. After Krishna disappeared with Radharani during the Rasa dance, the gopis wandered in the forest looking for him. In the same way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered in that garden by the sea. Sei bhava veshe prabhu prati tarulata shloka padi chahi budeya tata. Absorbed in the ecstatic mood of the gopis, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered here and there. He began to inquire after Krishna by quoting verses to all the trees and creepers. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then quoted the following three verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. Chut priyal pansasan kovidara, jambu arka bilva bakulamra kadamba nipaha, anya varartha bhavaka yamano pakulaha, shamsantu Krishna padavim rahitat manamna. The gopis said, O jute tree, priyal tree, panasa, asan, and govidar. O jambu tree, O arka tree, O bale, bakul, and mango. Kadam tree, O neep tree, and all other trees living on the bank of the Yamuna for the welfare of others. Please let us know where Krishna has gone. We have lost our mind and are almost dead. Kachit tulasi kalyani govinda charne priye. Sahatwali kulera bimbrad drishtaste ati priyo achyataha. O all auspicious Tulsi plant, you are very dear to Govinda's lotus feet, and he is very dear to you. Have you seen Krishna walking here wearing a garland of your leaves surrounded by a swarm of bumblebees? Malati adrishi vahakachin, Mallike jati yutike, Pritim vo janya niyata, Karasparshena madhava. Oh, plants of Malati flowers, Malika flowers, Jati and Yuthika flowers, have you seen Krishna passing this way, touching you with his hand to give you pleasure? Amra panas piyal jambu pavidara, tirthavasi sabekara paropakara. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. O mango tree, O jackfruit tree, piyal, jambu and pavidar trees, you are all inhabitants of a holy place. Therefore kindly act for the welfare of others. Krishna Tomari Haila Paila Darshan. Krishna Uddesha Kahi Rakha Jivan. Have you seen Krishna coming this way? Kindly tell us which way he has gone and save our lives. Uttar na paya puna kare anuman. He sab purusha jati Krishna sakhar saman. When the trees did not reply, the gopis guessed, since all of these trees belong to the male class, all of them must be friends of Krishna. So that's why they're not telling us which way Krishna. Ekene kahibe Krishna Ruddesha Mai, he is Sri Jati Lata Marsakhi Pran. Why should the trees tell us where Krishna has gone? Let us inquire, or let us rather inquire from the creepers. They are female and therefore like friends to us. Avashya kahibe paya che Krishna Darshane, ete anumani puche tulasi adigan. They will certainly tell us where Krishna has gone, since they have seen him personally. Guessing in this way, the gopis inquired from the plants and creepers headed by Tulasi. Tulasi Malati Yuthi Madhavi Malike, Tomara Priya Krishna Aila, Tomara Antike. O Tulasi, O Malati, O Yuthi, Madhavi and Malika, Krishna is very dear to you. Therefore, he must have come near you. Tumi sab hao amar sakhir saman. Krishna desha kahi sabe rakha paran. We're all just like dear friends to us. Kindly tell us which way Krishna has gone and save our lives. Uttarna paya puna bhave nantahare. Eh Krishna dasi bhaye na kahe hamare. When they still received no reply, the gopis thought, these plants are all Krishna's maidservants, and out of fear, they will not speak to us. Aage mrigi gana dekhi Krishnang gandh paaya, tar mukh dekhi puche nirnaye kariya. The gopis then came upon a group of she-deer, smelling the aroma of Krishna's body and seeing the faces of the deer. The gopis inquired from them to ascertain if Krishna was nearby. Api yen patni upagata priya yeha gatares, tanvan drishama sakhisu, nirvritam achito va, kantanga sanga kuch, kumkum ranjitaya, kunda sraja kulpater ihvati gandha. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, O wife of the deer, Lord Krishna has been embracing his beloved, and thus the kumkum powder on her raised breast has covered his garland of kunda flowers. The fragrance of this garland is flowing here. Oh, my dear friend, have you seen Krishna passing this way with his dearmost companion, increasing the pleasure of the eyes for all of you? Kaham Rigi Radha Saha Shri Krishna Sarvata, Tomai Sukha Dite Aila, Nahika Anyatha. Oh dear doe, Shri Krishna is always very pleased to give you pleasure. Kindly inform us whether he passed this way in the company of Srimati Radharani. We think they must certainly have come this way. Radha Priya Sakhi Amara Nahi Bhairanga, Dur Haite Jani Tare Yaiche Angagandha. We are not outsiders. Being very dear friends of Srimati Radharani, we can perceive the bodily fragrance of Krishna from a distance. Radha Anga Sange Kuch Kumkum Bhushita, Krishna Kunda Mala Gandhe Vayu Suvasita. Krishna has been embracing Srimati Radharani, and the kumkum powder on her breast has mixed with the garlands of kunda flowers decorating his body. The fragrance of the garland has scented the entire atmosphere. Krishna iha chadi gela iho virahi, kiba uttar dibe na shune kahi. Lord Krishna has left this place, and therefore the deer are feeling separation. They do not hear our words, therefore, how can they reply? आगे वृक्ष गण देखे पुष्प फल भरे शाखा सब पड़ी अच्छे पृथ्वी उपारे. The gopis then came upon many trees so laden with fruits and flowers that the branches were bent down to the ground. कृष्ण देखी यही सब करे नमस्कार कृष्ण गमन पूछे तारे करिया निर्धार. The gopis thought that because all the trees have seen Krishna pass by, they are offering respectful obeisances to him. To be certain, the gopis inquired from the trees. Bahun priyanch padhaya grihit padma Raman just tulasi kali kuler madante. Anviya mane iha vas tarva pranamam kim vabhinandati charana pranaya avaloka. Lord Chaitanya continued, O trees, kindly tell us whether Balram's younger brother Shri Krishna welcomed your obeisances with loving glances as he passed this way, resting one hand on the shoulder of Srimati Radharani, holding a lotus flower in the other, and being followed by a swarm of bumblebees bandered by the fragrance of tulsi flowers. So this is also from Srimad Bhagavatam. प्रिया मुखे भृंग पड़े ताहा निवारी थे लीला पद्म चलाई थे हैला अन्य चित्ते. To stop the bumblebees from landing in the face of his beloved, he whisked them away with the lotus flower in his hand, and thus his mind was slightly diluted. Tomar praname ki kerache navadhana kiva nahi karen kaha vachana praman. Did he or did he not pay attention while you offered him obeisances? Kindly give evidence supporting your words. Krishnera viyoge yahi seva kadukhi tan kiva uttar dibe ihar nahika samveta. Separation from Krishna has made these servants very unhappy. Having lost consciousness, how can they answer us? Ete bali aage chale yamunar pule dekhe taha Krishna hame kadambe ratale. Saying this, the gopis stepped down to the beach by the Yamuna River. There they saw Lord Krishna beneath a kadamba tree. Koti manmath mohan murli vadana vara saundarya hare jagan netram. Standing there with his flute to his lips, Krishna, who enchants millions upon millions of cupids, attracted the eyes and minds of all the world with his unlimited beauty. सौंदर्य देखिया भूमि पड़े मूर्छ पाए हेन काले स्वरूपादि लीला आसी. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the transcendental beauty of Krishna, he fell down on the ground unconscious. At that time, all the devotees headed by Sarup Damodar Goswami joined him in the garden. Purvat sarvange satvik bhava sakal antare ananda swad bahire vivan. Just as before, they saw all the symptoms of transcendental ecstatic love manifested in the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although externally he appeared bewildered, he was tasting transcendental bliss within. Purvat sabe mili karaila chetan utiya chodike prabhu karena darshan. Once again, all the devotees brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu back to consciousness by a concerted effort. Then the Lord got up and began wandering here and there, looking all around. Kaha gela Krishna, ekai painu darshan, tahare sundare mora harila netram. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, where has my Krishna gone? I saw him just now, and his beauty has captivated my eyes and mind. Puna kene na dekhiye muruli vadan, tahare darshan lobe brahmaye nayan. Why can't I again see Krishna holding his flute to his lips? My eyes are wandering in hopes of seeing him once more. Vishakhare Radha Yaiche Shloka Kahi, Sei Shloka Mahaprabhu, Padite Lagi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then recited the following verse, which was spoken by Srimati Radharani to her dear friend Vishakha. Navam Buddha Lasada Titir Nav Tadin Manojanambaraha Shuchitra Murali Swaracha Charad Ananda Chandranana Mayur Dal Bhushita Subhagatara Hara Prabha Same Madan Moh Saki Kanoti Netra Spriha. My dear friend, the luster of Krishna's body is more brilliant than that of a newly formed cloud, and his yellow dress is more attractive than newly arrived lightning. A peacock feather decorates his head, and on his neck hangs a lovely necklace of brilliant pearls. As he holds his charming flute to his lips, his face looks as beautiful as a full autumn moon. By such beauty, Madan Mohan, the enchanter of Cupid, is increasing the desire of my eyes to see him. That's Radha. But as it was discussed yesterday, the five senses of Radharani were attracted to different sense objects or different attributes of Krishna. And she only and only looks at Krishna. That's it. She doesn't look at him. Of course, she doesn't need to. He is the most attractive person anywhere. But so much love she has for him. She doesn't even look at him. Not like us. we want to accept, obviously, except for Krishna's beauty, we get attracted by every other so-called beauty in the material world. And it's so-called, it's all temporary and it's all what made of flesh and bones and skin. Of course, within the body, if we look at the anatomy, there's nothing to be attracted to. But Krishna is attractive inside out, and it is eternal beauty. Nitya Kishore, always young. So that is a real beauty. In fact, there is a katha of South India, Ramanujacharya. Once Lord Sri Ranganathaji, his procession was going on, and Ramanujacharya was standing on the street with his disciples. And his disciples pointed out to a person, and the person in the process, he was just standing on the street, and he was holding an umbrella over his girlfriend or wife, and he was not even looking at Ranganathaji, he was looking at this lady. So Ramanujacharya was surprised. How come? Lord is passing by and he's looking at the face of his woman. So he called him after Rangnathji passed by. He said, what are you doing? And the person, his name was Koresh, I think he was Koresh. He said, well, my lady is so beautiful. I cannot think anybody is more beautiful in the world for me to look at. So Ramanujacharya said, if I show you somebody more beautiful, would you look at it? He said, it's not possible, but you are an acharya, so let me try. Yes, I'll look at him if somebody is more beautiful. So Ramanujacharya said, okay, come tomorrow morning for darshan, and let's see. So next morning he came, and we all have been to Raghunathji temple. We looked at the Lord, but out of reverence. Maybe some of us saw the beauty in the Lord, but it was mostly out of respect. But when Quraysh came, by the mercy of Ramanujacharya, and to fulfill the desire of Ramanujacharya, the Lord showed him, gave him the darshan. And the real darshan, that the courage, when he looked at it, there cannot be anything more beautiful than this. Then he immediately became a devotee. And his wife or girlfriend, whatever it was, she also. So the point is, that is the real beauty actually. Our eyes and our senses, because we are in so much of ignorance, we don't see that beauty. That's our problem. But this ignorance, only we have to work on to remove this ignorance. And Cheto Darpan Marjanam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in this 20th chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, that's what he will discuss, Shikshashtakam. So this is what the first part of the first verse is, Cheto Darpan Marjanam, it will happen only by Shri Krishna Sankirtana. And when the mirror of the heart is cleansed, then we will be able to see, perceive, appreciate, get attracted to the beauty of Krishna, besides other things. That's the only way out. And as long as this ignorance is there in our heart, we'll get attracted to everything in the material world. We'll think this is beautiful, this is important, this is more valuable, and then there will be envy, and then there'll be fighting. For what, actually, when we look at, for what? People fight over in Hindi it is jar, joru, and zameen. That's it. Three things people keep on fighting for. The idea is, I want to be the proprietor, controller, enjoyer of everything I see, whether it is land, whether it is money, whether it is opposite sex. I should be the enjoyer. What can we enjoy? What is there to enjoy to begin with? If there was enjoyment and if there was something we could enjoy, then we could have done it in one lifetime. But we take on birth again and again and again, trying to enjoy, and then we go through different species of life. Suppose there is elephant. Would he be attracted to if we put maybe Miss Universe in front of him? No. He will only find pleasure and enjoyment and the attractiveness to the she elephant. And similarly, other species. That is their standard of enjoyment. And this is what our standard is. We can see TV and internet, everything. But the real enjoyment is not in all this. It's in spirituality. And in spirituality, there is no lacking of uh, enjoying our senses, but it's purifying the senses and then enjoy it. We want to look at the beauty, nothing more beautiful than Radha and Krishna. Nothing more beautiful than that. And even in the, if we say, oh, deities are just made of wood or stone or metal, even if even if we think this is wood, stone, or metal, well, it's the Supreme Lord, and his beauty increases with time. More we serve him, more we develop relationship with them, with the deities, more the beauty increases. How? Some will say, oh, you guys are gone crazy. But this is how it happens. It's just a matter of realization. And as Radharani is saying, a peacock feather decorates his head, and on his neck hangs a lovely necklace of brilliant pearls. As he holds his charming flute to his lips, his face looks as beautiful as the full autumn moon. By such beauty, Madan Mohan, the enchanter of Cupid, is increasing the desire of my eyes to see him. Navagana Snigdha Varna Dalitanjan Chikan Indi Vara Nindi Supomala Jini Upamana Gana Hare Sabar Netra Mana Krishna Kanti Parama Prabhala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, Krishna's complexion is as polished as powdered eye ointment. That is kajal. It surpasses the beauty of a newly formed cloud and is softer than a blue lotus flower. Indeed, his complexion is so pleasing that it attracts the eyes and minds of everyone, and it is so powerful that it defies all comparison. It defies, you cannot compare it. Kaha sakhi ki kari upay, Krishna bhut balahak, Mor netra chatak, na dekhi piya se mari jaye. My dear friend, please tell me what I should do. Krishna is as attractive as a wonderful cloud, and my eyes are just like chatak birds, which are dying of thirst because they don't see such a cloud. Sodamni pitambar, sthir nahe nirantara, muktahara, bak panti bhala. Indradhanu shikhi paka, upar edi ache dekha, aradhanu vajanti mala. Krishna's yellow garments look exactly like restless lightning in the sky, and the pearl necklace on his neck appears like a line of herons flying below a cloud. Both the peacock feather on his head and his Vajanti garland containing flowers of 5 colors resemble rainbows. Muralir kaladhvani, madhur garjana shuni, vrindavane nache mayur chai. Akalank purna kala, lavanya jyotsna jhala chitra chandrera tahate udai. The luster of Krishna's body is as beautiful as the glow of a spotless full moon that has just risen, and the vibration of his flute sounds exactly like the sweet thundering of a newly formed cloud. And the peacocks in Vrindavan hear that vibration. They all begin to dance. लीलामृत वर्षने सिंचे 14 भुवने हेन मेघ यबे देखा दीला दुर्दैव झंझा पवने मेघे नील अन्य स्थाने मारे चातक पीते न पाई. The cloud of Krishna's pastimes is drenching the 14 worlds with a shower of nectar. Unfortunately, when that cloud appeared, a whirlwind arose and blew it away from me. Being unable to see the cloud, the chatak bird of my eyes is almost dead from thirst. Puna kahe hai hai, pada pada Rama rai, kahe Prabhu gad gad akyan. Ramananda pade shloka, shuni Prabhu raharsha shoka, apane Prabhu karena vyakyan. In a faltering voice, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again said, alas, go on reciting Ram Rai. Thus Ramanand Rai began to recite a verse. While listening to this verse, the Lord was sometimes very jubilant and sometimes overcome by lamentation. Afterwards, the Lord personally explained the verse. I guess I'll stop here. We'll discuss this verse tomorrow. See anybody has any questions or comments.
Nice class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Krishna.
Okay, all are safe and wonderful. Hare Krishna.